Hey there and welcome back. This is the fourth video in the Test First Development series, and in this one we're going to define our business rules. Now, business rules is another one of those terms that gets thrown around a lot and sometimes people aren't sure what it means, but it's really a very simple and important idea. Business rules is just a way of saying what are the actual logical rules for an application? What is possible? What is not possible? How does it work? And it's really important before you start programming to understand the business rules. So what we're going to do in this video really isn't writing any code at all. I'm going to articulate the rules using comments in my C#, but most commonly this will be done in a design document, like a functional design document where you actually work with maybe a business analyst or your customers to define exactly what the application should do and how it should work. Before I do that, though, I realized that I left out one property on my coffee order, so I'm going to make a small interface change. I'm going to say public int quantity here. And that way, somebody can order more than one drink at a time, and it will also give us the chance to play around with some interesting business rules. So one way we can just write some comments that articulate some of the business rules is we can just say that this will be greater than 0 and it's system assigned. So that explains what it is. And this one is it's initialized to pending. And then here's an interesting rule. Orders should be completed within, we'll just say 1 minute. We'll give it a little rule that we have to fill the order within 1 minute. And then the order date is going to be system assigned to today's date. So the drink name, let me move these over, give us a little room. The drink name, we're going to say that this is required, must be a valid drink name, and that the maximum length of a drink name is 50 characters. So in a real coffee shop app, you'd probably have some way that the application could query for the menu and get a list of drinks that you would choose from. In this case, to keep it simple, we're just going to allow for blanks or for just simple strings. And then the quantity must be between 1 and 5. So we'll say those are the inclusive. Those are the only, you can't order 10 drinks, you can't order 0 drinks, you can't order negative drinks. So those are some business rules. And there are other rules we could articulate, like in the place order, we could say that the order must not be null. You actually have to place one. And we could say here in our rules that, well, I think we've really covered the rules about placing an order up there. So get order status, we can say the rule is must be a valid order ID. That seems reasonable. And cancel order, there are probably 2 rules. Must be a valid order ID, and the order must still be pending, not completed or already canceled. So those are some basic business rules. And again, this is what allows us to write tests before we actually write the code, is understanding what are the conditions that we want to be testing for. So I think that's enough to get us started. I'll pause it there, let you kind of absorb that, and maybe you want to make some comments in your own code. And in the next video, we can actually start writing some tests.